What's up everyone? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Janet Love and we're here doing a mukbang. Do you guys know what mukbangs are?
I've never heard of it my entire life.
Well, a mukbang is live streaming, basically eating. It's a Korean word for eating online or eating room, so to say. But I wanted to introduce you guys to my special friends here. These two have special places in my heart. To my right, I have Carlos, aka C-Bangs, and to my left, I have Braxton Amundsen. We could just, let's get started, really. We're gonna eat.
Let's do it.
We're gonna eat. We're gonna eat in front of the camera, and we're gonna talk about life, and we're gonna share our wisdom. And I went to Whole Foods to get, I wanted a rotisserie chicken, an organic rotisserie chicken, and literally they had none there. So I just went with Braxton to Whole Foods because I wanted to, feed you guys, because I love food. We're foodies. We all love food, right? You love food. We're both Tauruses. We love food. And you are Capricorn. You love food too. I know you. And I got us chicken. So there was chicken in the buffet area, and it's dark meat, but it's not organic, but it's okay. And then I got us some veggies with some rice and corn. Here you go. Show
Organic
the camera.
There we go.
And I don't think it's organic, to be honest. But you know what? You know how they say these chicken doesn't look like it's that plumped up?
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like it has too much hormones injected in them. But it looks pretty, see that? It doesn't look bad. Like the thighs, the drumstick looks kind of small. But it's okay. We're going to eat. But what I love about sometimes indulging in like non-organic food is that I have a supplement called Biomedic, and I'm going to tell you guys all about it later, but it supports your gut health and it removes glyphosate out of our gut so it doesn't cause us leaky gut. And before we eat, I would love to share it if you guys would like some. This is Control Pre-Capsule Meals. So there's a certain amount of supplements. Would you like to?
Yeah, let's do it. Right. Come on. I can run it
Let's
up.
do it too. We're supposed to take this 15 minutes before we eat.
Okay.
So it's going to help us digest. It's good for people, who wants to like suppress their appetite a little bit, lose a little bit of weight. There is this herb called nopal cactus, and it helps blood sugar levels. So if you eat too much, and it can kind of control, basically it says it right here, control pre-capsule meals, so it can kind of support you in not overeating in a way, and it can help you digest. It's good for leaky gut and things like that. Oh, I gotta take two too. So, so how did we meet, guys? I met Braxton first, so maybe we'll go with Braxton. How did we meet? Oh, enzyme pill. Oh, I forgot the enzyme pill. One more. We got one more thing.
What would we do about the enzyme pill?
Yeah,
oh
enzyme pills are really, really good to have as well. I'm gonna take an enzyme pill. We're gonna take it before we eat. Enzymes are so good. Did you guys know that Asian people didn't have enzymes to break down certain alcohol? Some Asians, not all Asians, but that's how we get flushed and we get really, really red. You notice that for some Asian people drink alcohol and they get really, really red. Yeah, it's crazy. We're allergic to. Some of us are allergic to alcohol, and to eat enzymes with a meal, it's really, really good to help us digest as well and control our blood sugar levels and support in less bloating. So you're not as bloated. Okay, so these are supplements good to have. If you guys love supplements.
Oh yeah. All right, so
share. How did we meet?
I guess I'll start. So I met Janet Love in 2018. Maybe maybe it was 2017.
You remember the year?
I met you in November of 2017. We were staffing an emotional intelligence course workshop together, and she was really good friends with my ex-girlfriend, and we just kind of
we still are.
Okay, fair enough. She is really good friends with my ex-girlfriend, and we just kind of like hit it off. Always had like a good vibe, and we really got reconnected when I actually captained the training 2019, and
Wait, can you tell them what MITT is, by the way?
Yeah,
so we met through MITT. I met him as well through MITT, which is with another group, but yeah.
Yeah, so MITT is a leadership development program. You learn emotional intelligence. You're actually put into like some experiential exercises where a lot of your insecurities come to life, and you face them, you take them on, and you're given coaching so that you can break through all those insecurities so you can be the best version of yourself. So
yes,
we did that. We did that kind of at the same time. She was the class before mine, but we were going through the process around the same time. And then we decided once we completed that we wanted to continue our growth and development. We decided to staff it. And then once you staff the course a couple times, you can actually go on and captain it. And when you captain, it's really fun. You actually get to select your staff members. So Janet, I was blessed enough to have Janet as one of the staff members when I captained. And then when we became really good friends, a couple years went by after that.
Yeah.
And about a year and a half ago, we were on a cruise ship together. It was called Groove Cruise.
Oh, I love Groove
and
Cruise.
I was there with
Carlos, get to go.
I gotta go, bro.
I was there with a couple of my friends, and I looked up, and I was like, I know that girl. I recognize that tattoo. I saw like the tattoo on your back. I'm like, I recognize that tattoo. Like I know her, and I'm like, I gotta go say hi.
Tattoo.
Yeah.
Tattoo on my back.
I recognize that tattoo, and I'm like, I gotta go say hi. And I run up and I say hi, and she was so excited. I was like, oh my god. And after that, it's funny, we were talking about the Korean product, so we hung out a bunch on the cruise ship. We were there for 5 days. Yeah. And after that, I was like, okay, I need to really take my health on. Like, it's like the one area of my life that I kind of neglected. Mm-hmm. I was at like, probably like the heaviest I've been in my entire life. It was like on Groove Cruise. I was feeling kind of like underconfident. I was feeling, I didn't feel really good about my body. And I remember Janet was doing a yoga class on Groove Cruise, and I was taking the yoga class. And I remember thinking, like, there's a moment where it just hit me, and I was like, this girl looks like she's, 25 years old. She's not 25 years old.
No.
And I'm like, maybe I should start listening to her when she talks about like organic superfood stuff. Like maybe she actually knows what she's talking about. So I gave myself 30 days, and I told myself I'm worth 30 days. And I basically said, Janet, I will do and eat whatever you say for the next 30 days. And in that 30-day period,
salad. I'm gonna show them the salad.
Yeah.
It says, I just grabbed this from Whole Foods, organic chimichurri chopped salad. It has cauliflower, broccoli, cabbage, frizzies, carrots, almond, kale, and quinoa. Yes, stay organic as much as you can, guys, because glyphosate is a horrible pesticide. Anyway, go continue.
Yeah, that 30-day period that I gave myself to really take on the health and fitness journey, I lost 22 pounds.
Dude.
And I felt the best I've ever felt in my entire life.
We did it too.
I had more energy than I've ever had. And I was just so grateful. And then I felt like I got my life back. And
you get to do it again.
I do.
Yeah.
Is that a backhanded insult?
You get to do it again. And then we met C-Bangs over here when he captained the 167th group.
Hey, yo, Brax.
So now he's like a little brother to me, man. I love this guy, Tell them a little bit about yourself. So you've grown a lot. You have grown a lot since MITT. Let me tell you. How was he before when we first met him? Just not having it. It's okay. I love you, man.
Yeah, love you too. I met her through that course. Him as well. Great people. We had a great time. That course was great. If you guys want to meet people, make new friends, I would recommend doing MITT or any.
We're going dating apps.
Or any like self-development programs.
So
or
you would recommend it?
Yeah.
You would okay.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah,
I mean, I met a lot of people. I should talk to you guys.
I want all my friends to go.
Yeah, it's cool.
Some people get triggered. It's crazy.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
I got sued too.
I got triggered too. But yeah, and ever since we became super close, and we're like family now. And yeah, 2018, we're still at it. We're still like out here eating together, making videos. So it's good stuff,
Who's a DJ? By the way.
Also, I just
started. Tell him.
So I'm a DJ. I started as a club DJ, right? I mean, I still do clubs here and there, not as much as before. But now I open my DJ agency called the Platinum DJs. So we do weddings, corporate events, birthday parties, right? Like it's more in the private event area. I have 4 DJs on the roster.
You literally just got started not too long
Yeah,
ago.
I just opened it like
Right? Aren't you proud of your
3-4 months ago? Yeah.
He's like my child.
Yeah, and I was doing Uber Eats. And yeah, I mean, I don't have a job. I'm just doing that. Grateful. It's hard, but it's worth it.
Is it hard? Like you say so. Is it hard?
I mean, it's just hard work, but not like I'm dying every day. Nah, like it's fun. Like I'm eating here right now with free time on a Tuesday.
It's hard.
Like,
I used to tell people say it's hard if you say so. If you say so, right?
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good mindset. I agree.
Yeah. So, what were you saying earlier? That you where did you left off? Where did you leave off? Yeah, it's okay. It happens. Just eating here.
Yeah, I kind of thought I didn't think I left off anything. I thought I closed the loop.
Oh, good. Maybe you did. Hey, sometimes.
I was just talking about losing 22 pounds and feeling good, and you said I need to do it again because
Is that soup?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's soup. Have some. It's chicken tortilla soup. Ooh. So.
I'll put some of this side.
So I'm a yoga teacher, you know, and I was starting. This is my first YouTube channel, and I really, really have a big vision on sharing and eating because I feel like, you know, this is what we do together. Like I really enjoy going out to eat, getting food and eating with my friends and family. And oh shit, I forgot. We forgot to pray over the food. See?
Oh my God.
This is the one thing. Okay.
She always prays. We got that first time on camera.
Wait.
It's okay.
Allow me.
Okay.
So I came here all the way from Medellin, Colombia. That's where I reside. And I was hanging out with Janet the past couple days. I'm like, Janet, you're a cult. You're a cult in and of yourself. So to put this into perspective, down in Colombia, I have a couple friends that also.
I feel bad now. I feel like we should pray before we
have been blessed to meet Janet, and they hung out with Janet for a few weeks, and now all of us, every time we go to eat, we go like this, and we say chokure.
Yeah. Oh. Well, this is a Reiki symbol that actually my friend Lucero taught me. And it's to instantly raise the vibration of our food. So you do one right finger, one pointing finger, and 5 finger on the left. So it's just a 5 finger and one pointing finger on the right. And then we do this for about 5 seconds.
And then you go chokure.
And I go chokure to, you know, just, it's a Reiki symbol to amplify and to really just, you know, have our food nourish us. Just praying over the food, giving it thanks. Being grateful for it, and just, you know, thanks to earth, thanks to chicken, thank the people who made it, and may it just like nourish our bodies, nourish our booties, I like to say to my girls, you know, but let it nourish our hearts and our bodies, really. So setting that really good intention to let it just nourish us, along with taking those supplements and just eating, you know, healthy food as much as you can. But when you don't eat healthy, we have certain supplements, and we gotta find balance in life, you know. Sometimes you like to indulge and eat ice cream and dairy, which we really.
Why are you looking at me?
Why not? I ate ice cream yesterday because my friends took us out to sushi, and you know, my birthday just passed, so we had fun on my birthday. We
had fun.
Yeah, we had a nice dinner.
The way you said your birthday just passed, it sounded like it died. My friends took me out because my birthday.
I feel like we had her birthday.
We had
like
sushi,
lunch right now.
And I love sushi. I know, right? This feels like a birthday lunch. We had sushi, and then we went and got ice cream afterwards.
It was all good. It was all good.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Well, I'm glad we got that. The first time she eats without prayer. On camera.
I know,
okay.
Bro. I know.
Hey, sometimes you forget. Maybe I'm nervous, you know, but I know I'm gonna get on the flow of things because you gotta start somewhere, right? We have to do something. For the people who are just thinking about an idea and want to start something, you just have to do it. Just like Nike says, and that's like a really famous.
We watched that last night.
We watched Air on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
It was a movie with Ben Affleck and Matt Damon about Nike and how Michael Jordan got signed to Nike.
Yeah.
That was a great movie.
Nike was literally
Have you heard about the movie?
Nike was literally like a nobody in the basketball shoes world. Like it was dominated by Converse.
Oh, what?
and then the second place was Adidas.
Oh wait, I do actually want some hot sauce.
Like, to put it in perspective, like, Converse was like the classic, and Adidas was like the sexy brand, and then Nike was like no one's ever heard of them. Like
something you buy at
all
Ross.
the major athletes like Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, they were all signing with like Converse and Adidas.
Interesting.
And Ben Affleck's character was like, we got him. He was in charge of the basketball shoe division, and he's like, we're gonna do something. Like we're gonna.
Which is Phil who?
Phil Knight was the owner of Nike. That was Ben Affleck's character.
He's not the owner anymore?
He's still the owner of Nike. But Ben Affleck was Phil Knight, and then Matt Damon was the main character. He was the head of the basketball shoe division. They were actually talking about closing down the basketball shoe division because Nike was dominant in the running shoe. Like Nike was still like a well-known brand, but not in basketball shoes. Like they were dominant in running shoes. They're like, you know what? We're just gonna stop making basketball shoes. And Matt Damon's like, let's give this one more chance. I'm gonna find the right player.
That's sick.
And basically they put, instead of picking like 3 or 4 different players to like invest in, they invested all their money on Michael Jordan. And Michael Jordan was like in love with Adidas. Like he wanted to do Adidas.
I know Adidas on right now.
And she actually had the Jordans on yesterday.
No.
Yeah, it was so cool. And it was a really cool story about like persistence and like being so committed to something. Like, you know, have you ever been like in something where you're like your back's against the wall and you're like, I need to shit or get off the pot. No thanks. It's like the moment like shit or get off the pot, right? I gotta do something. Like that's where like Matt Damon's character was. It was like I gotta come up with something, and he was like so committed. Like everyone was telling him like, dude, you don't have a chance with Michael Jordan. You don't have a chance at signing Michael Jordan. You know, and he's like, no, I have to have this character. And then they're like, we're not even gonna call it a Nike shoe. We're gonna call it the Air Jordan. You know, so like that's where the Jordan brand came out. And just at the end of the movie, it looked like they were about to sign Michael Jordan. His mom threw out this outrageous offer. Like they're like, it was like $250,000 a year was like what he was supposed to get. But then they said also 10% of the revenue.
Giving away the movie, man.
Oh yeah, hey, spoiler alert.
I am spoiling the movie. That's the end of the movie. But like it was literally just like, and Matt Damon's like, we blew the deal. There's no way anyone's gonna go for it. And Phil Knight was just like, fuck it. Like sign them,
yeah.
and it was funny. Like it's just like, oh, how many shoes can this guy sell anyway?
Yeah.
And it's like it was the #1 selling shoe of all time.
Wow.
Yeah. So it literally like it was really cool. Like there was like so many different factors to it. You had like Phil Knight who was willing to pull the trigger. He was the owner who was willing to pull the trigger. You had like Matt Damon who was like the visionary.
Yeah.
And then the other characters were interesting because it seemed like they were adamantly against Matt Damon, but then they were all on his side suddenly. Like, do you know what I'm talking about?
That happens in real life.
It seemed like they were all like making fun of him, like, oh, we don't support what you're doing at all. And then all of a sudden they're like, you know what? Like it's just like a light switch turned on. They're all on his side, and they're like, dude, this guy's got something going on. Like we're with him. Yeah, but yeah, I mean that is like life. It's just like you start doing something, and everyone says you're crazy. Or everyone says, you know, you can't do it, and then you start doing it, and everyone wants to join you.
Yeah.
I'm from Chicago, by the way, but Jordan's not from Chicago. He's from
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Oh, what? You didn't know that?
Yeah, I just saw the movie last night. I was like, oh, he's from North Carolina.
Yeah, all those stories motivate me. It's like sometimes you have an idea, you might think it's just like regular.
This is what I'm saying.
idea.
This is my idea, and I think it's gonna go. So it's basically Mukbang with a twist. Thank you for saying that.
Of course.
Because you're right, and like if I don't put this idea into life, then I'm just gonna die with, you know, dreams, you know. And I really want to inspire people and, you know, share my wisdom. And I want you guys to share your wisdom too with my audience, like whoever is connected to me. You know, I'm just gonna be my authentic self here and share everything I know, and I'd love to share with you through, you know, mind, body, spirit, through spirituality, through movement, because I am a yoga teacher, and you know, I educate about gut health. I am a health coach, and I'm also a Reiki master. So, and I do energy healing type of work, being a light worker in this world. And I figured out my purpose. Ooh, since we're talking about purpose, I want to know you guys' purpose. Do you guys know your purpose?
You know what? That's actually interesting. I have a goal in life, right? But like purpose, like why I want those goals, I wouldn't call it purpose. I do have goals, but like purpose, it's a good question.
Yeah, so you're not sure about your purpose.
No, I don't know.
Like why you're here on earth, like what do you think you get to do being here in this 3D reality to be of service maybe to the world or your family or whatever it is that, you know, can make an impact on people, you know?
Interesting.
Right? I would say that's what purpose is, something to do with impact and inspiring.
Yeah, impact,
and like,
do something.
but you're a DJ, so you make people happy. You play music,
right?
You know? So it's like bringing the joy, right? Because it comes back to joy and peace into our hearts because some people are dealing with sadness and anger a lot.
Yeah.
I think the fact that you're a DJ, that's somewhat of a purpose, right? Don't you think? Right? What do you think? Do you agree?
Okay, here's kind of how I look at it. Like, a DJ is a goal, and his reason for being a DJ is his purpose, right?
Right.
So like, they're one. You need both, right?
Right.
You know, like you can have as much purpose in the world, but if you don't have a vehicle to move, then you're not going to do anything. Like like there's a lot of these like spiritual people that are like, I'm so spiritual, but they're not actually doing anything in their life. They're not actually making a big impact.
Yeah.
Then you can have all these people like a multi-billionaire that is goal after goal after goal, but has no like world serving purpose, and they're unhappy. So like you actually need both. So I think about like, I'm not Carlos, so I can't answer this question for him. But Carlos is like my my goal is to become a DJ. My purpose is so that I can play music and inspire people and make them happy, and remind people that life is supposed to be fun or whatever. Like goal, purpose. So I guess I'll answer your question about my purpose because.
Wait, before you answer that, I'm gonna go get that hot sauce.
Yeah.
Can you get it for a second?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you. Yeah, I want to hear it. Hold that thought.
Yeah.
Hot sauce. Hot sauce.
Honestly,
girl.
to go more in depth with purpose, I do like to motivate people.
He needs sriracha.
But I also believe.
You got this.
I also believe that first you gotta set yourself straight first, right? Because if you're struggling, you're depressed. If you're still building yourself to your prime, right? You can't really do much. So I'm a big believer that if you want to help others and motivate others, you gotta be just a little selfish, focus in you, build your own business or a career, build yourself high. That way, once you're a powerful person, you have that wisdom and finances and experience to bless others. And now you can really bless others, right? That's my point of view. To respect the downs, obviously, I don't want them. No one does. But once you accept that that's just gonna happen.
Part of life.
Yeah, it's part of life.
Dude,
it makes you better. Without the downs, I wouldn't be as strong if I didn't go through some shit in my life. I would still be like a little kid. So I'm kind of glad I went through some hardships,
Dude, this actually reminds me of something.
Yeah.
What Carlos was saying, he's like I'm ready for a down. I'm prepared for it, right? Like you're like totally at peace with it, and it's all so. It's funny. Where was I? I was in the Philippines. I was in Manila, and
love Manila.
I was at a restaurant and I was eating, and suddenly like I get an airdrop on my phone, just a random airdrop, and I was like, "That's weird."
Oh, that happened to me.
So
before.
I just clicked accept, and Jenny, you should totally post the. I'll send the video to you. You should,
really?
You should like post it below. But it was this older guy, probably like in his mid 60s, and it was a TikTok video. And I found out he was in the grocery store that was like below the restaurant I was at. I was in a mall, and there was like a grocery store below it.
Wow.
And he was shopping, and he said in the video, he said, "You would never go they always say don't go grocery shopping when you're hungry because you'll buy too much stuff." He said similarly, don't get into a relationship when you're lonely, right? So, like. What Carlos said, like kind of thought about it is like, if you're totally okay, being alone, and you're totally okay being a single life, that's when a healthy relationship's gonna come along. When you're totally okay, when you're totally okay for like the downfall to happen, it's probably not gonna happen to you. You know what I mean?
Shit.
You know what I mean?
Hey.
Or if it happens, it's not going to affect your life. And it's like it won't. You won't even recognize it because it won't matter to you.
Yeah.
Right. Like,
And you know what too? The pandemic was like the biggest downhill experience in my life.
Oh yeah.
Plus Bivens, holy shit! We did like this job.
I loved the time during COVID.
Yeah. Oh, I hated it. I did this job with Braxton, going door to door, knocking.
Oh yeah,
right?
you guys.
Man, that was one of the worst / best experiences. Because I had a horrible time. I hated every single day of my life.
I heard some stories.
In that job. But it taught me so much. And then after that, it was like uphill. Because I don't know, maybe I experienced being in the lowest of the lowest, right?
Oh,
like things like that's good. Like if you're going through some shit, trust me, that's good.
Carlos, can I actually tell you a secret?
No.
No?
Okay, go ahead.
We were knocking on doors, and Carlos and I were in the same.
Is it a secret?
No.
Alright.
Carlos and I.
Somebody will forget.
Carlos and I were in the same area. Like his neighborhood was like right next door to mine, and it was a little rainy. It was a kind of a rainy day, and I was knocking, and I looked up on the hill, and I saw this kid sitting on the hill like this.
Oh shit.
Was it?
And I was like, I know that jacket.
Dang.
And I was like, it's like probably like 6 o'clock, which is like really like the peak time for knocking.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not gonna interrupt them, whatever, keep going. I kept knocking. I come back 2 hours later. I see the same kid.
2 hours later?
In the same spot. Sitting in the same position.
Wow.
How long were you there? Do you know that I know that you were there?
Never.
I walked right beside you.
What?
I walked right.
No way.
That's funny.
You know what I'm talking about, though, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
You did pretty well during Vivint, right?
Yeah,
You made some money, right?
I mean, Vivint actually, like, the pandemic was like one of those. We all had a tough time. Like I had an awesome job. I actually loved what I did. I used to sell textbooks. I used to go to colleges.
Yeah.
I used to buy and sell textbooks.
Yeah, you were doing great.
And I loved it. Like I loved it. Like I had so much fun doing it. Like I made pretty good money doing it. And then all of a sudden, like that dried up. Like I didn't like. It's not like I lost money. I just the opportunity wasn't there anymore. And I was like sitting in my mom's house. And I'm like, what am I gonna do now? You know, I'm like, I don't really have anything to do. I was watching the Trolls World Tour movie. Like that was like the one like joy I had in my life was the Trolls World Tour movie. You should watch it. It's really good. But then I got recruited to do Vivint, and I was like, okay, I think if I do this for 1 year, like kind of how Vivint pays is they'll pay you like half of your money up front and then half of your money in the back.
Yeah.
So I got like a $30-some thousand check.
There you go.
On the back end. Like that was like
That's a nice
that was in a lump sum. So that actually, like, Vivint actually got me, like, back on my feet. And, because I gave me that money and then I could start, investing that money and putting that money to work. And then I thought, like, something like Vivint was really good.
Yeah.
But I am not an advocate. Like, what I don't like about, like, that kind of culture is it's trading your time for money, right?
Yeah.
And it's basically, like, that was an area of my life where I had nothing else going on. The world was shut down, and I was like, "Oh fuck, I have something to do." Yes, let's do it. But that's like literally the only situation I would do something like that because in any other year, like that year, I went out because I was so bored and I just wanted something to do, right? And I was like, "Oh, cool." It was better than sitting on my mom's couch. But any other year, it's like I'm trading my time for money. Like I'm sacrificing my freedom for the next 6 months so that I can have money. And that's not like what life is supposed to be. Like we weren't like put on this earth to work like 50, 60, 70 hours a week.
I agree.
And then have a couple times of freedom. I live in Colombia and I live around people that are impoverished. Like they're making $400, $500, $600 a month. Like they're impoverished and they're 10 times happier than we are. Like
that is wild, bro. That blows my mind. Really.
And guess what? They're not working every day.
What you get for living in America?
They have their freedom. They're not working every day. Like, yeah, they don't have all the money to do stuff, but they're pretty freaking resourceful. They figure out how to go. I'm like, I'm going to all these parties. I make 20 times what these people are making, and we're still at the same parties. You know, we're still at the same parties. We're still, you know, listening to the same music. We're still dancing to the same things. They're still. I'm like, they're doing it right. You know, like we're working all this time and doing all this stuff. I'm like, but guess what? We're all still at the same party.
Yeah.
I want to see. You want to be in my YouTube channel?
And it's like, you know, maybe like it's a tough reality check of like, you know, maybe the American dream isn't what it's cracked up to be. Like, hey, we are financially secure. Yeah. Like, but just like what I was saying at the beginning of the.
But are you really free?
But the beginning of the thing is volatility is the price you pay for massive gains. The American dream is choosing a lot of security. Like there's not like I don't know. Personally, for me, I've never had a situation in my life where I was worried about eating. You know, I was worried about eating or you know where my next meal was coming from. So like I've been very very financially secure, but we've been programmed to think working 40, 50 hours a week is normal. And it's like we have 1 or 2 days of freedom every single week and maybe 2 weeks of vacation every year. Like that's not what we're supposed to. That's not like. That's not it doesn't sound like when I'm 85 years old if I took that life path that I would look back in my life and be really happy with what I did. You know, I want to see the world. I've visited 61 countries.
Ooh.
And you know, I talk to people from all different walks of life. You know, I've been to all across. I just got back from Asia. I was in Asia. I went to go see the pyramids. Like one of my little
Philippines or
I was in Philippines, Vietnam, Hong Kong,
living
Dubai.
your best life this past
there we go.
Yeah, I was in Dubai, and then I actually saw the pyramids. And like when I was a little kid,
you were supposed to come to Bali.
I was supposed to go to Bali.
I was co-hosting a retreat in Bali.
But like one of my childhood dreams when I was a little kid, I read the book The Alchemist when I was 14.
Oh, you did?
They talk about seeing the pyramids, and I was like, man, I really have to see the pyramids. And I was like, man, it was so surreal. Like I went to the pyramids.
I gotta read that book.
It was amazing. And I was like, you know, a lot of people were texting me and like, man, you're really living your best life. And I'm like, this is all I know how to do. You know, and I even made I was talking to my friend Cameron, and he said something about like going to work. I'm like, I don't know how people like go to. I'm like, I'm too busy. I'm too busy to go to work. I don't have time. I don't know how you guys find time to go to work. I'm too fucking busy. I'm just too busy to go to work. You know, because like really like, and it's like all the things that I did. Like I figure out how to make money on like while I'm traveling. Like I figure out how to come up with it.
Y'all can't see, but RC's eating some leftover chicken.
And, you know,
RC's Carlos's cat.
Like I think about
beautiful
that.
kitty right here.
And I'm like, that's the life I want to live every single day. And you know, I want everyone to live like, I mean, maybe not everyone is destined to travel the world or all this stuff, but like I'm sure there's things that people want to do before they die that they never actually do because they're so consumed in working, and then by the time they finally retire, their body is failing them and they can't do those things anymore.
That's sad. That's
just why I hate 9 to 5, man.
Which is why we all get to create some type of residual income and investments.
Yeah.
That's the key to making the big bucks, you know? Working smarter, not harder, guys.
Yeah.
Working smarter, not harder. But yeah, I'm always looking for leaders. If you guys want to join my team, let me know. I'll give you more details later on another video. Yeah.
Powered by Purium.
I love them. Yeah.
Janet, Janet won't plug herself, but let me plug you. If you ever have a conversation with Janet, she's either going to talk about Reiki or she's going to talk about
food,
raves.
Food.
Raves. Janet's my rave mom.
Oh, he calls me rave mom.
She's my rave mom. And or she's going to be talking about organic superfoods. And you should listen to what Janet says when she talks about organic superfoods because it's life changing, and she's like a freaking expert on it. And I've said this before, but I'll say it again. Like if a multi-billionaire came up to me and said, "Hey, I'm a self-made multi-billionaire. Like I started one of the big, like Phil Knight for Nike." If Phil Knight came up to me and was like, "Hey, I founded Nike. I was selling shoes out of the back of my car, and I turned it into one of the most successful brands in the world, and now I want to mentor you." I think I'd be an idiot if I said no. Right? Right? Am I wrong? Janet is Janet's the for the health from the health and fitness perspective and like the well-being perspective. Janet's that multi-billionaire, and she's like, hey, I want to mentor you on having like the best body of your life, so you feel good about yourself and you look really good and you look 20 years younger.
It's about the commitment. Though.
That was like the most worthwhile thing I did. In my life, and I was like, man, like I really felt like I got my life back. Like I really did. I lost 22 pounds, and I felt like I literally felt like a superhero. Like
I love that.
I literally stormed up on stage at Coachella.
After pictures.
I fucking stormed up on stage.
What this year?
This is a year ago.
Oh, okay.
I lost 22 pounds. I felt so good about myself. I fucking stormed up on stage in front of like 50,000 people at Coachella, and I fucking like got to dance in front of like so many people. It was amazing. And it was just because like
you couldn't stop talking about it.
energetically, like I felt so good, right? And like when someone feels good about themselves, like that energy like goes out, and Janet Love's got the potion, you know.
Aww.
Powered by purity.
Janet Love, man.
We're pretty much done eating, right? But yeah, you've also did the 30-day nutrition cleanse.
Yeah.
We probably could talk about it some more later too. But didn't you wanted more energy, and that supported you?
Yeah, I was just eating too many burritos.
He loves.
I needed a break.
Yeah. So yeah, we definitely get to do more mukbangs. You know, I really love this, guys. Any last words before we let you go? Do you want to tell my audience any last words?
Watch YouTube videos. You'll learn a lot. You'll have fun. And yeah, man, just live life, man. Do your thing. Follow your heart.
Follow your heart.
I'll say some last words. Going off of what Carlos said, yeah, watch a lot of YouTube videos, like content that's good for you. Like, there's a lot of content that just entertains and distracts, and then there's content that's good for your your mental growth and well-being. I actually just found out that there's a bill in the United States right now it's called YouTube University. That if someone has a certain amount of hours on certain content, they'll get the same university degree as they'd get going to a 4-year university.
Wow, yeah, I heard that. Wow.
So like if you really want to become an expert on it, like Rodrigo is a MIT trainer, but he's also a
Rodrigo?
He's also a certified therapist, and he said, dude, I learned more from watching YouTube videos than I did in 8 years of college.
That's powerful.
So like, really, if you want to be an expert on something, watch YouTube. Like,
that's real shit, because right now, everything that I'm doing, I learn from like mentors or YouTube or the course or whatever.
And books.
And nothing that I'm doing that works in, nothing that I'm doing in my life right now, I got it from like college or high school. I mean, just basic math or... But like nothing major.
To me, it's really funny when people talk about like where they went to college and stuff. Like, it was so insignificant to my life that I forget.
That's what I'm saying.
I forget that I went to college. Obviously I remember I went to college, but I like don't really remember the experience or really anything I learned. I went to Penn State University, and I'm actually, if you click Penn State University and you click notable alumni, I'm actually one of the notable alumni from Penn State University.
Wow.
And then I'm sure you look back, you're like, all that knowledge.
I'm like,
what is it useful?
Someone sent me that link. They're like, dude, you're one of the notable alumni at Penn State University. I'm like, I forgot that I went there.
It's all programming, man.
I think it's just...
That's a whole other subject. Programming, and like, unless you were going to be a lawyer or a doctor.
Yeah, that I do agree.
It's a whole other subject.
Medical field, definitely.
Yeah, medical field, law.
Even the medical field's just so corrupted nowadays, you know?
Yeah, and then another thing is...
we could go for hours.
Oh my god.
No, like, let's say you want to be a dentist. So people go to college and get a master's degree and a PhD or whatever. And they never tell you can actually go to a school just for like dentist school, right? And it's 1 year, 6 months, something like that, and you're set. And that's like another scam. Like, why do you have to go to
another scam?
Like school and like 10 years of school when you can just go to a specific school for that specific job, and you're set in like a year, 2 years max, 6 months.
Yeah, that's true. Shit. Now there's DJ schools and all kinds of schools. So you're getting certified now. People are getting certified for, like health coaching and life coaching. life coaching is a thing now, but I mean, I would really just like to end it here because we're done eating. Many more to come because the battery, got to figure out this whole YouTube situation, especially it being my first YouTube video. But I want to thank you guys so much for joining me in this video.
And make sure you guys go ahead and get yourselves a C-Bang shirt.
Get it going.
Yes, he got some apparel. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Amazing. Did you guys enjoy your food?
We did.
Even though it's not organic, it's okay. I definitely would love to share more supplements, nutrients, and things like that with you guys, educating on around the health and the gut health, or what you can do to support yourself in absorbing more nutrients. But many more videos to come. Thank you so much for watching.
Chokure!
Chokure! Yay, we did it!
Yes.
Woo! High five.
Do not watch Guardians of the Galaxy 3. It'll traumatize you. Do not watch that movie.
What was wrong with it? I saw it. I watched it.
Dude.
Yeah, what you don't like
that
it?
got me on my feelings, bro.
Really? How come?
That was a sad movie.
It was really sad?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's worth watching because it got your emotions out.
Well,
so
if you want to cry,
movie.
go watch it.
So it's a good movie because...
It is a good movie. But
if it can create some tears, it's a good movie.
I was tripped up on cake.
So you would recommend... So basically, you mean you would recommend it?
Okay.
He recommends it. So damn, I get to watch it. Hey, what are you doing?
Alright. Subscribe to her YouTube channel. Share,
please.
like, comment, everything.
Yeah, should I add it on Spotify? Can I add this on Spotify?
Yeah, do it.
Man, I'm just learning, guys, and I'm gonna get right to it because it's gotta start somewhere. And if you have an idea, like I said, just do it. Just start and see where it goes from there. And if you don't like it anymore, then start something new. Have a new idea until you find something that you absolutely love and are passionate about. Go for it, because this is exactly what I'm passionate about. Food, connecting with amazing friends. What are you doing? And just, yeah, that was him in MITT. Like, not having it. Are you not having it right now? Anyway, but just, yes, creating just inspiration, sharing my wisdom and knowledge, and yeah, let's end it here. I think this is good for now.
Oh, I thought we ended it when we all
peace.
high-fived.
That's because the battery's still going.
It's crazy.
What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. My name is Janet Love, and I am here doing a mukbang.
Love is my actual middle name. I had it since birth.
Okay, let's just get started. Should we test it? Bloopers.
Hoodie or not? Hoodie or not?
You're being recorded right now.
Yeah.
Either one, take
Wait,
it off.
I'm being recorded right now?
Yeah, like ish.
This doesn't count.
One of them can edit. And we gotta start. Oh, can you press the start button on my phone?
I am gonna take my shoes off. Okay. I'm gonna plug.
Put your phone away.
Phone in because I promised Miss
Phone
Janet
away.
Love that I'd have her undivided
Should we
attention.
stop it?
Cool. I was this guy DJing my next party here, remember?
All right, come speak. Hi. Hello. Welcome to my channel. I have the microphone on my right side, so say something.
Say something.
No phones. Let me turn that up.
Tell the world how much you love me.
Oh my God, Janet Love is just the greatest human being in the entire world. She might say different things about me, but that's okay. How she feels about me does not change how I feel about her.
Oh,
She's
that's so
always
sweet.
there when I need a friend. And
The mic is on this side. Okay, thank you. You're so sweet. And say something.
To you?
I mean, I have the mic right here. We're just test run.
What's up?
Test run.
I'm glad to be part of her first YouTube video. Let's go.
Mukbang.
Hell yeah. You never know. This might be the biggest YouTube video in the universe.
Yeah. All right, let's go back and test the audio and see.